Hey guys, what is up? It is No Help and welcome back to another video today. So today we're going to be going over Varlamore, the final Dawn quest, the Delve boss, and Slayer dungeon rewards. We'll be real with you guys, things are looking a bit scary in Varlamore. In the final Dawn, you won't just have cultists to connect with, you'll have to face off against dangerous new Slayer creatures and a terrifying new boss. At least we have some awesome rewards to offer you. This sounds cool. The final Dawn. Well, that's not ominous at all. In this nail-biting finale, you'll dig deeper than ever before into the murky history of Varlamore and the fate of the mysterious Old Ones. This Master Tier quest is the conclusion of the Twilight Emissaries questline, and we'll see you snooping, sleuthing, and sneaking your way across the Shining Kingdom on the trail of the exclusive Twilight Emissaries. What are their true motives, and more importantly, will you be able to stop them? Don't worry, we won't be dropping any spoilers here. We do, however, need to get your thoughts on a suitable, cool reward. Okay, so a new melee weapon. Doesn't even give you the name, it just says a new melee weapon, 60 attack, okay, 64 strength bonus, and a special attack. So perform a single attack that has 50% increased accuracy and deals 50% increased damage if it hits. If the hit is successful, the target is guaranteed to have the burn effect applied to them, dealing an extra 10 damage over 40 cycles, 24 seconds, and also any NPC with one tile of that target. So this could be interesting in a few scenarios. Kind of 60 attack though. Maybe it's meant for like mid levels. I don't know. This spec weapon is so spoilerific that we can't even say its name. We can tell you that it's roughly on par with the Dragon Scimitar, kind of what I thought from the requirements there, although the Scimitar will be more favorable in most situations thanks to its higher strength bonus. So this is like a niche sort of weapon, useful for the special attack, I believe, right? So the new melee weapon's real draw is its special attack, which costs 50% attack energy. The special upgrades your next single attack with a 50% increased accuracy. And so basically, yeah, it's going to be something that you can take with, say, a Dragon Scimitar, maybe a whip as well. The burn effect is very cool too, especially targets that are within one tile. So say a bunch of creatures are all coming at you type thing, you could just spec this and they all kind of get a little bit of damage dealt to them, and the other guy gets the burn effect, and you'll just hit higher. So it's definitely worth taking for some Slayer tasks. Okay, so we've got the Delve boss, the Doom of the Macchiato. You've mastered the Colosseum. I haven't. You've pacified the Huicoatl. I kinda did. Now the time has come to face another terrifying boss monster. Okay, so when the old ones whispered of the new terror that had come upon them, they called it the Osko-Aka, the Under Creature. So later, the ancient legends of Varlamore refer to it by another name, the Doom of Macchiato. So, okay, so this demonic creature lives deep below the rainforest, tunneling through long abandoned ruins. Now the rumblings of trouble in Varlamore have focused it closer to the surface, and it's feeling hungry. So we first pitched the Doom as an enraged boss, something we'd never tried before in old school. Basically what an enraged boss is I believe you can kind of keep upping it type thing. So you can make it go like have more defense, hit higher type thing, keep increasing it, and then you get more rewards type thing, right? So since that pitch, we've been developing the concept farther, and a new, more thematic term came to mind, a Delve boss. The Delve system. So our Delve mechanics still embrace the idea of an enraged system with some key differences. So when the boss is defeated, it will descend farther into its burrow. Chasing after it into the deeper levels increases the chance to receive unique drops, with some unique drops only appearing at more dangerous levels. So that's kind of interesting. You must make your progress in a single run as returning to the surface will reset you back to Delve 1. So I kind of like this mechanic because you can keep going farther and farther into the cave, right? And it's kind of interesting that some of the unique drops will only appear at more dangerous levels, so you kind of have to get better at the boss and kind of use the delve system a bit, because some players may not, you know, just kill it easy, kill it easy, kill it easy, I'll eventually get the drop. So I kind of like this. It's worth noting that while the change to snag unique rewards increases as you progress, the quantities of basic level loot do not. This means that you have more chances to get desirable loot without being overloaded with general resources as you delve deeper. Now, I believe this was a problem with RuneScape 3. I forget what the boss was called. It was a huge ice boss. I never actually did it myself, but I just saw a bunch of videos on it, and it was very easy to kill, and people just kept killing, and so many resources came into the game, like hundreds and hundreds of thousands of basic resources per player, and it just crashed the market, right? So it's definitely good that they're kind of keeping the general resources kind of capped at the lower tiers. I was just thinking, how many levels are there? So there will be 8 delve levels, each increasing in difficulty and loot potential. You can keep repeating the hardest difficulty for as long as you can survive. That is also really cool too. So you can bring a bunch of supplies, get to wave 8 type thing, and keep staying there. So, but if you die, well, you'll lose everything. Don't say we didn't warn you. Okay, you did warn us. So the Doom of Macchiato is an endgame boss. It's aimed at players at above combat level 120 who have or are getting close to their infernal cape. Damn, it's gonna be that challenging. Close to the infernal cape, something I haven't even tried on the leagues because I'm too scared. Crazy. So deeper levels increase the difficulty of the fight in several ways. So increased boss attack rate, smaller reaction times for special attacks, lingering arena state from previous levels. Okay, that's cool. Additional mechanics and environmental changes after level 5, resulting in extra damaging effects which can be avoided. So they can be avoided. That's good. You won't just get hit for nothing. You kind of have to work and get better at it. And additional fight mechanics and special attacks. So yeah, kind of what you would expect for a boss kind of leveling up, getting a bit harder, you know? So rewards. Should you emerge victorious, you could receive one of the following rewards, should they pass the poll. Each unique will be available from predetermined delve levels with increasing drop rates beyond that. Okay, so we've got the Avernic Catalyst and Avernic Threads. So this is the Avernic Threads. So what even is this? It doesn't look, is it like a... It's a boot slot, okay. So yeah, plus 5 melee strength, pretty good. Plus 1 range strength and magic damage. Okay, so this is a hybrid boot, very good. Good defense bonuses as well, and it looks like it requires level 80 ranged, 80 defense, 80 strength, and 80 magic. So the Avernic Catalyst is a consumable item that can be used together with the Primordial Boot, Primordial, Pegasian, and Internal boots. You'll need all 3. So, okay, very interesting. So you need all 3 of the Cerberus boots. So you already need to invest like 100, not 100 mil, like 50 something mil, 60 mil into it. Maybe more because of the Rangers, 80, something like that, into the boots. Plus this to make a kind of nice hybrid boot. And then you'll have to go and get Primordials again. Very good, especially for Iron Man that have like a bunch of extra ones. This conversion is irreversible, but would include 3 recolors to make sure your new shoes fit your fashionscape. That is very cool. I kind of really like this because boots have been the same for a long time. I really want to see what these actually look like. Okay, so requirements to combine them, you need 80 smithing, and then obviously 80 range, defense, strength, and magic. Very cool. So, the Demonic Mark and the Eldritch Veil. Okay, so let's take a look at this. This looks like it is a cape slot item with a 20 plus magic bonus and a 3% magic damage and a -2 prayer. That is definitely a new one, I think, for a cape. Maybe I'm wrong, but okay, so how does this all work? Don't we already have the mage capes? Okay, so ready to upgrade your best in slot magic cape, the Demonic Mark is a consumable item that can be used on any of the imbued god capes to produce the Eldritch Veil. I really like this whole consumable thing where you have to get the first item and then use the new one on it, so you kind of have to do the old content too, and it's not making it dead. Very cool. Maybe it's the Iron Man in me that really likes this. So it's a new best in slot cape for magic offense. Accordingly, there's a hefty boost in offensive stats at the cost of a -2 prayer bonus. I mean, -2 prayer isn't really that bad. You could just wear like a Rada's Blessing or something like that. And there's a lot of prayer boosting gear in the game these days anyways. So not too bad at all, especially for a big increase in DPS. It is demonic after all. While the Demonic Mark will be tradable, the Eldritch Veil will be untradable. This means that if you're done your time at the Magic Arena, you'll be able to buy your way to upgrade. We know you'll have a lot to say about this, so let us break down our thought process. So the boss is a traditional boss encounter, not a wave-based minigame, so the rewards drop randomly rather than being guaranteed at the end of your run. Okay, so for powerful rewards like this one, it's important to us that nobody feels blocked by their bad luck. Plus, highly desirable rare rewards are good for the economy and provide an incentive to keep enjoying challenging fights long after you've snagged the rewards for yourself. This is kind of something I really wanted to talk about this year at some point, is kind of like a guaranteed drop rate once you reach a certain KC. I really don't know how people feel about that, but especially things like the Chambers of Xeric, it's just not fun, bro. Okay, so we've got the Diabolical Aegis right here. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, but it looks like it is another melee weapon requiring 75 attack and strength, 55 stab, and 95 to crush with a 75 strength bonus and attack rate of 4. It does not have a special attack, and it does have a passive effect which hits twice, resets the player's attack delay if they land a killing blow to a demon type enemy, and a 25% Demon Bane and a 25% Demon Ward. Demon damage reduction stacks with the ward. So it looks like it's another melee weapon anyways. Let's see what this all does. So the Diabolical Aegis is a new two-handed weapon. Oh, so it's two-handed, okay. Designed to fill the Demon Bane crush gap. We're looking at a 4 attack speed, double hit splats, and the passive effect which resets your attack delay if you land the killing blow on a demonic enemy. I keep forgetting though with the hits twice, so that's very interesting. Could definitely do some damage. It's odd that it is a two-handed weapon, but could be cool. As well as the Demon Bane bonus. The Aegis, I can't pronounce this anyways, comes with a new Demon Ward effect, which gives you a 25% damage reduction against demons. Okay, so that's kind of huge, especially for Slayer tasks. I like these ones that will be really good for just basic stuff like Slayer. Could be good for even, say, some bosses, like some God Wars bosses, right? You'll save on supplies and extend trip length, even in encounters where you take unavoidable damage. That is very cool. Nice. Because if you're taking unavoidable damage and if it's 25% less, that is fucking huge. So this weapon won't just come in handy at the boss itself. It'll also be useful against Cerberus and the Abyssal Sire. That's kind of what I was thinking, right? Like Slayer or even some of the Slayer bosses where even like some of the unavoidable damage, it's very cool. Okay, so the Diabolical Aegis will be tradable, and its requirements, obviously 75 strength, 75 attack, and completion of the Final Dawn quest. Here we go. We've got a Thrall upgrade. Very interesting. So this enthralling reward takes the form of a consumable. Interesting. Tradable resource drop that will boost your summoned thralls. Okay, so it's a consumable that you use on your thralls. Okay, anyways. You'll be able to store it in your ammo slot. That is kind of odd. What if you're using range or like a twisted bow or something? I guess you have the Coliseum thing. Yeah, so basically, Thralls with an additional effect that increases their overall DPS. So it's just a DPS boost at the end of the day. When affected, Thralls despawn. Their spirit will travel back through the air towards you in a straight line, dealing a small amount of damage to any enemies caught in their path. That is cool. We saw how much you loved the axe mechanic during the Curse of Arav and thought we'd bring it back. This reward adds a new dimension to combat in old school, rewarding higher APM and careful positioning. Yeah, of course, it's always good to have like more intense mechanics and stuff like that. I really don't know what to think about the ammo slot though. I feel like I guess they don't want it in your inventory because that would clog a spot. I really don't know. Maybe they could just add an additional spot for this, you know? The ammo slot seems a little odd to me. Alright, so we have Slayer Dungeon. So the Custodia Pass is a hostile stretch of rocky ground that marks the border between Varlamore and Karen. That's that black part on the map, I guess, that we've been wanting to know what the hell's there. And it's the perfect hunting ground for Slayer enthusiasts. After completing a quest, you'll gain access to a new Slayer dungeon, where we can slay these creatures. So yeah, this is very cool. So we've got the Custodia Stalkers. So it looks like there's a baby. Oh, there's a bunch of little ones. There's a level 54, level 67, and a level 76 version of these guys. So these creatures, bearing large antlers and clawed hands, prowl the depths of the Custodia Slayer dungeon, left to mutate for millennia. Their fearsome appearance is matched only by their bloodlust. So don't underestimate these beasts. They've got brains as well. So they look like they're easy, like lower level type thing, but maybe they're very difficult to fight. So yeah, obviously here there's 3 tiers of the Stalkers. I guess the baby one doesn't really do anything. So there's level 54 Slayer, 67 Slayer. Okay, the Slayer level requirement, that's not their combat level. Okay, my bad. So yeah, even 76 Slayer is really not that high or anything, but each type will have low mid defense teamed with heftier HP pool, making it easier to rock up and bash out your Slayer tasks with whatever your preferred kit might be. We're also planning to add elemental weakness so that magic users are in luck. Our research team hasn't yet returned with the exact stats of the Custodia Stalkers, so don't worry. We're sure they're all fine, but we wanted to give you a peek at the rewards regardless. Okay, so looks like there's an antler guard right here, which is a shield. A shield with a bunch of negative defense bonuses. What? Okay, so... And it requires 50 prayer. It has a +4 prayer bonus for a shield, which is like a book, right? And it also has attack bonuses. So the Custodia Stalkers have a chance to drop the antler guard, a unique offhand weapon. Oh, so it's a weapon. It's in the shield slot. That makes a lot of sense. So with a combination of prayer and offensive bonuses, it's set up to be complementary piece of kit in you're more confident with nailing your protection prayers. Okay, yeah, this makes total sense. So it's a shield slot that you can use when you can just put pray melee on or pray magic or whatever the case may be, and you just want to hit higher. So maybe if you don't have like a defender or something like that, you know what I mean? So we want it to sit around the same level as the Dragon Defender and the Ward without pushing them out of their positions. So yeah, it's definitely a cool item, a weird kind of drop from a Slayer creature, but interesting. Wonder if it's going to be tradable or not. Oh yeah, it will be tradable, so you can just buy it right away if you're a main. Well, definitely a lot of cool news, to be completely honest. I'm always excited for a brand new master quest to come into the game, any quest really, but this one looks like it's gonna have quite a bit of content and finally finish up Varlamore and get that gross black part off of the map. But yeah, anyways, thank you guys so much for watching the video today. I will catch you in the next one. See ya later.